yeah, let's dig right into it. Stefan, what's the first thing we want to talk about today?
Yeah, so first I want to talk a bit about new ground. So as we already posted on our website, we introduced the parallax occlusion mapping. And this also affects the ground textures of the terrain itself, not only on the field. And you can perfectly see it here on this way to the field. So you see all these little stones are coming a bit out of the ground.
Yeah, I think even like once you start moving around, this is when the ground actually just becomes alive and just fully three-dimensional. You can really see the single rocks and bits and pieces, and this is the case with each like ground texture we have in the game.
Yeah. So each of them has their own height map. So of course, stones are the highest ones here on the terrain. But also the grass and that stuff is a bit more three-dimensional.
Definitely more vibrant, brings a new feel to how the game world just feels when walking around or also driving, because we have the same thing over here on the field as well.
Yeah. You don't really see it here now because there's a straw on the field, so it's a bit covered. But later on, I prepared a cultivator, and so there you see it pretty well, and also with plowing. You see it really nice.
So we already see, what do we see right now here on the field? That's wheat, because it doesn't look like the wheat from FS19, definitely.
Yeah, so we updated the textures there and also the 3D models, so it looks way better. You can just see it here. And also, the stubbles on the field. And you see it also... that you don't see the ground that much as in FS19, so it's more
very dense,
more covered
definitely
surface. So we
and also I noticed the other day while testing the game. I mean, that's the nice thing. Stefan, he creates things, I break them, basically. But I noticed that while testing with our wind effects and everything we have in game, the new foliage just looks so vibrant. You can even see the little waves and ripples going through it at times. It's really, really cool.
It's hard to see. Maybe if we enter,
I think some foliages you see it more than others.
But if you have a closer look here, maybe on the TV it's not really visible, but you see really the wind waves. It depends also on the wind intensity,
and also of course on your draw distance of the foliage, whatever you have.
But it looks really nice. Before it was only just waving every time the same, but now it's really dynamic and makes it more realistic.
Yeah, I mean, side note here, this is also kind of ties in, I believe, I'm not sure if Jos already talked about it, but with the seasonal the seasonal mode we have in game and the seasons that's directly integrated. Of course, we have different weather types in the game as well. The wind will change, the direction will change as well.
Also the direction changes. So if now the wind comes from the back and you see it like this here, but it can also change the direction and you directly see that on the fields.
All right.
So we got here our New Holland combine harvester, the CH 7.70. We already showed that on some screenshots. So, like a smaller combine from New Holland.
A good starting combine.
Yeah, exactly. And now we can just start to harvest. I already did some bits.
You did a little bit of pre-work.
Yeah, that doesn't take too long here. So
that's new.
That's new. Some of you might already noticed it, but we improved the effects here at the back. So the straw that's coming out of the combine, so it looks more 3D now. Before it was only a 2D mesh and the texture scrolling over it, but now it's really 3D particles that's coming out of the combine.
You can almost smell all of the dust in the air with these particles.
Yeah, and also the dust at the back.
Straw is looking amazing.
Yeah, and you also have kind of the also similar improved effects at the front. If you have a close look here,
the take-in effects basically.
Yeah, we improved them a lot, so you now really see how each crop is coming into the header. And then feed it into the combine harvester.
Nice.
And there we got also different effects for different header types.
Okay.
So like this is just a normal cutter, but you also have draper headers, the ones with the belts, and you really see that the crops fall onto the belt.
They move
and
differently
then move into the center. So it's individual for all headers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's something very specific, though, I know you worked on regarding like headers specifically in the whole harvesting process. Something that hasn't been part of FS19 so far. Maybe we want to reveal a little bit about that.
If you have a close look here, you barely see it. So the header is not completely straight. It's here a bit down, just a few centimeters. But now we introduced the automatic header tilt and height control. So the header is automatically detecting the height of the ground and is adjusting to it, and also tilting the header so it perfectly matches the ground.
Okay.
So it doesn't. It does not only have a visual effect. On this field, we barely see it, but some you.
I think
see
once
it a
you
bit
get
more.
started harvesting on the Alpine map, for example.
yeah. But also for mod maps that have some steeper slopes, it also improves the driving, so you don't get stuck on the header and that. So.
And this is the case for every header in the game?
And not every. The ones that only also got that in real life. So not every header got a tilt control. So the height control is implemented on all headers to improve that. But the tilt is only on that support that in real life. For example, on older combines, you don't have that in real. So only on the new ones.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, we have a little something more planned later on, but for now, after harvesting our grain here, something else we might want to show. You already parked some trailers in the back. Those are also new.
Yeah. So we got another brand Rudolph, the German trailer brand. So and we got some really nice trailers from them. So let's just tip that into that. Then I can show you the trailers. So pretty nice ones. Yeah, so we got some more, not only these two, so they're the same. But yeah, they're really nice. And pretty nice new wheels, so that are from Continental. Yeah, especially these road wheels are new, so we haven't had them branded yet.
Okay.
But now we got them also branded and not as Lizard. Yeah, they look really nice, and also the
new profile on there.
The profile is more 3D. So, and we also got from Continental the wheels on our really nice John Deere. So they're also really nice. So this is also the white configuration for the wheels. So it looks pretty good on our John Deere. So also a new tractor. Yeah, basically everything new. Yeah, older tractor from John Deere was built end of the 90s. And yeah, as a young timer in the game now, we can just enter.
I also see in the front that's a new weight. We have new weights
that's
as
also
well.
New. Yeah, we got some 10 Winkel weights, also a German brand. And yeah, we got a whole bunch of weights in all.
A series of them, yeah.
Yeah, the game now. Yeah, and they're also universal for all the tractors. If you hear a bit of the game, I hope you hear it well. You also hear the manual shifting of this tractor. So because this tractor is manual shifted with.
Yeah, I think we have not talked about anything of that yet. Yes, we have gear shifting.
We have gear shifting.
Something that you've worked on for quite a while, I believe.
Yeah, it's a really tricky topic because it's not really easy to do, especially the automatic shifting of these gears, because if you don't want to shift, some players don't want that to shift manually, you have to automatically shift like nearly perfect to handle all the different situations of the game, and that's quite tricky.
Yeah, I mean, like with everything, we have the possibility to turn this like manual gear shift setting on or off, however you prefer to play. If you play on automatic, the game does everything for you.
Yeah.
Also, probably something that's been very hard to implement, I'm guessing, is we have such a range of tractors in the game. And some have so many different subsets of gears, and they don't have the same systems.
So it's not like a car. On a car, it's pretty easy. You have like 6 gears, 1 reverse gear, and that's it. But on tractors, you like every tractor has a different gearbox. So you have normal gears, then you have groups. Sometimes you have also subgroups that change it a bit. And then
but you can even see it in game. We built in this little feature here on the lower right in the corner. You see like what the current like gear shifting system is, what gear it's currently set at. So you can either use that to know when to shift or when not to shift if you're playing with it set to manually, or you also see when playing automatically how the game is shifting gears live in action, basically.
Exactly. So we now see that we are in gear group A, and we are in neutral, so we don't have a gear. And if we accelerate now, we can see that...
we also got to say Stefan is playing on automatic because it would be far too complex to
also
do
on the
this.
controller.
Oh god, do this manually, getting up the hill and out on the road.
Yeah, so it's pretty heavy, these 2 trailers.
Yeah.
But you can see that's automatically changing the gears, and also if you have a close look, it's also
animated. The character animates
using the levers here, and also the clutch pedal. So and the sound, I don't hear it now. But it's really nice. So that's one of my favorite features of the new game.
That the sound basically adjusts according to what gear.
And sometimes if you got a heavy trailer, it sounds pretty awesome.
When the load is kicking in, driving uphill.
So we got here a farm. I built here some bits. Hope that looks quite nice.
Hope you don't get stuck on our little fence here.
I hope. But trailers are pretty long.
They're pretty hard to maneuver. But this is one of our farm silos that you've placed down here.
Exactly. So also a new brand from Unia, so a Polish brand that's producing such silos. So we got some more of them in different sizes. So
we have a different range of them available in game.
So you can choose which size you want, and you also can extend it with silo extensions like you already know from the past games. That's pretty good. And now...
but what we want to show here now is that when unloading into a silo from your trailer, we also have these nice new sound effects.
You hear the new sounds, so
let's listen.
Let's listen to that.
There you go.
So you also, if you look, it's the camera. We don't really have that much in the trailer.
It was unloaded pretty quickly.
I forgot to unload the full combine. Sorry for that.
Didn't have the time to get all of the field done.
But we can.
But that's the thing. We want to show you as much as we can. In our time window, of course.
But we can also unload it here to show you the unloading without anything in. And you can also see that we improved the animation here of the hydraulic cylinders. In the past games, so this hydraulic cylinders has many subparts that are extending.
These single pistons.
Exactly. And in the past, we extended them all at the same time, but now it's more realistic, and they extend one after another.
It's this gradual...
Exactly.
Hello, NPC.
Hello.
It's basically this gradual extension of one part.
And if you have a listen to the sound, you also hear when each cylinder is at the end and it's locking into its position. So you also hear that. So that is way more realistic and really great to hear. Magnum. It's also a new tractor. You already showed that on some screenshots. It's the brand new Magnum series, also with the 400.
And
that's
you also
sold it.
There's also every time I see these machines unfold, especially larger ones, I always have to think of integrators like yourself.
Yeah.
So many different parts to animate to get these things just look beautifully.
Yeah, sometimes it's really difficult, especially if the tools get really wide.
Yeah.
So for American cultivators.
And when they start unfolding in sections and sections.
So sometimes it's really tricky and taking a lot of time to implement it well.
Yeah.
And to have it as realistic as possible. So now we unfolded it, and then we can just.
And now let's see what all the fuss is about with these new and nice crop types.
Yeah, so...
ground types, not crop types, of course.
The ground types. So if we cultivate now, we can see that there's also some new effects here, like similar to the back of the combine. You can also see the
new particles effect in the back.
Yeah, the dirt that is spreading after the disc. So we improved that as well and added a whole new bunch of ground and soil effects. Okay, so let's jump to another nice vehicle.
Yeah, some might have already seen this one on a screenshot or two. This is our Stereo
tools from Kaweco. We never had them in the game before, so they're also new. So we got at the back the slurry distributor and the tank on top. And as you have seen probably already on the website, we got also the semi-trailed tanker for that. So if you need to have some more slurry, you can
game that we ever have like a branded like animal husbandry.
Exactly. Yeah, that's really a special thing. And they produce really great things here. So
look at our cows.
Look at our cows. They're beautiful. And they are eating there. Also from this side, a pretty nice one. And you can also open here all the gates.
You can have a look inside, of course, as well. And there's also like the feeding area in the front.
Yeah, so we improved here also a bit. Close this door if you want.
I mean, they seem much more interactive than they were unfolding this. So if you want to fertilize your fields to increase your yield, you can do that.
Yeah. So you can see it here. Yeah, it's
maybe like the pre-texture before isn't the best to show on, but you do see it very slightly.
Yeah, it's a little bit darker. And now if
wetter basically. Also with the slurry.
Border. Yeah. One nice thing also the here this front arm.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what's that in the front?
So in real life that is used